K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Two on deck here on Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I'm Crispy Bacon here with the EST of Between the Ropes, Christy Wilson. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Ready to talk wrestling, Crown Jewel, Halloween Havoc, you name it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I think I saw on Raw this past week a NXT call-up happened. Speaking of NXT,
I think it's the Creed brothers.
Yeah,
they had a match against
their,
They had a match against Alpha Academy, and they actually won, which is cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How do you think they did? I haven't seen it yet, but
based on what I saw, it was a really good match. I mean, they held their own against Gable and Otis really nicely, and they had to go back to NXT, and maybe that's their last NXT match with Halloween Havoc Night 2.
So they pull double duty.
They pull in double duty, yeah.
Yeah. And then a return of a tag team on Raw, DIY.
DIY. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. That's fun. That was fun to see these guys get back together as DIY because, I mean, as great as they are by themselves, as a tag team, they're really good.
Yeah, I mean they're good and individually. I haven't really seen them as a tag team. I've heard things that they were good.
I watched a few of their matches. They were NXT tag team champions before Ciampa did the heel turn on Gargano, resulting in that incredible rivalry that I really think got people to really pay attention to NXT.
Yeah, I saw the rivalry and
oh yeah,
it was kind of crazy.
It was crazy. You really almost thought these two legitimately did want to kill each other at one point, but I'm sure they were having an absolute blast with this rivalry, really testing each other out to see what the other can do and what could bring and who could bring the best out of the other. And I think they accomplished that. Yeah.
And there's even rumors that they okay, I can't speak right now. They want to add another member, and it's sounding like it's going to be Miz who's going to turn face.
Ooh, that's what I've heard that too.
That's just a rumor.
It's just a rumor. I mean, Miz he's done tag teams before and has had success with tag teams, but he's better off on his own.
Yeah, he is, and I also think the Miz is better by himself and as a heel.
He is. Mm-hmm.
But,
as a face, he just doesn't. He's just not very convincing to me as a heel.
You mean as a face?
Or yeah, as a face. As a heel, he's very convincing. He knows how to make me dislike him, which means he's doing his job.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what do you think of SmackDown?
It wasn't too bad. Not a bad show. Not a bad show at all. I mean, LA Knight mocking Roman with the suffer and succotash line, and then saying he's the head of the table, and then Roman just losing it and like, oh, that's it. You're in big trouble, pal. He flipped the table over.
Well, and didn't LA Knight start the contract signing at the head of the table?
He did.
Like where Roman sits.
Normally. He also started it off by interrupting Roman while Roman was doing his entrance. He lift the title up, and then LA Knight's like, just walks right by him like not a care in the world.
Not a care in the world.
Not a care in the world. He's like, let's do this. I'm not waiting around watching this guy lift his belt up and showing the world I'm the undisputed Universal Champion.
There's rumors that this is Roman's final match of 2023.
Yeah, I don't like it.
He's not on the card for Survivor Series, which will probably bring up again here in a little bit later. But
he probably. I still don't like it. I just. It's like, why? It is really weird.
But we do have Crown Jewel this Saturday, so SmackDown will be pre-recorded. I don't think we'll miss much. that
No,
night.
probably not. I just hope the go home show for SmackDown is good because they've had some go home shows before pay-per-views that have, or premium live events that have not been that great.
Well, and I think even for the ones for like Crown Jewel, they're not really that good because they're pre-recorded. But we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah.
For Crown Jewel, there's going to be 7 matches, but you got one on the pre-show.
Yeah. And Dragon Viper's got some comments. The Miz sucks in a tag team or alone. And Roman Reigns equals Brock Lesnar's champion. Dragon Viper.
Hey, I like Brock Lesnar as champion.
Brock Lesnar's not a bad champion. I just never liked it when he would only compete like maybe 4 or 5 times out of the year. It just, if you're the champion, just be here at least every week. If not to have a match, at least maybe cut a promo or have a backstage segment. At least show that you're dedicated. And sometimes I felt like Lesnar was not dedicated.
Well, and I think that's why even Roman, he doesn't have any matches much, but
no,
he's always involved some way.
Yeah, either
even
like
if
I
it's
said,
Paul Heyman trying to call him, or
it's always in a segment of some kind, or at least cutting a promo, contract signing, whatever the segment is, he's there. As opposed to he doesn't do matches as much as he used to.
Right.
Yeah.
So on the card so far for the pre-show, you got Sami Zayn and JD McDonagh in a singles match.
Yeah.
I think I think Sami Zayn's gonna win it.
I'm picking Sami.
I am too. There's also rumors. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's also rumors that Sami might turn heel.
You've kind of seen him as a heel before, and to me, he just came across as an annoying heel.
Yeah.
Like when he was talking about conspiracies and all that other stuff.
Oh gosh.
If he had not gotten put in the storyline with the bloodline, I don't think he would be as over as he is now. I think he's still pretty over with the crowd. I mean, the crowd reacts very positively to him.
Now there's a rumor of him joining back with Roman in the bloodline.
I don't think he'll want him back.
When he turns
Roman
heel.
will probably when he turns heel, but Roman will probably be like, "You hit me in the back with a chair. I don't want you back." Yeah. And Dragon Viper comes up with I'm just curious what happened to you must defend your championship up to every 30 days clause or they lose their title. I don't know. I think they decided to do away with it.
I think they still use it from time to time.
Yeah.
In some circumstances, but because it's Roman.
It's Roman, he gets preferential treatment, which which really annoys me.
Well, in 1, it's Roman. And
it's
2,
Roman.
Yeah. In 2, they're trying to build up that storyline of they're trying to break a record. He's trying to break a record.
He's trying to Hogan's record.
Time as champion.
Yeah.
And that's what they want to do.
That's what they want to do, but if Cody gets over like even more, which I think he will, I've heard Roman's is most likely gonna break that record. I just hope I don't know. I'm just like it's done. No, yeah, I know Dragon Viper, you better not. As much as I despise Hogan, I mean
he's gonna break the record, I think.
I think so too.
He didn't lose it at WrestleMania.
Yes. I've heard prediction will be it's gonna be Cody who wins that Elimination Chamber when it's in Australia, and then he'll get the chance to go up against Roman again. That's what I've heard.
Could see Cody winning. The Rumble.
I've heard that too. I don't know. I've even heard a rumor Gunther could win the Rumble because he came so close last time. I don't know who will beat him for the Intercontinental title, because I feel like, or for Gunther to go after a world title of some kind, he has to lose that Intercontinental Championship, which, you know, he's already broke the record for longest reign with that title, with breaking the Honky Tonk Man's record. But maybe they're just having him hold on to it a little longer to make sure that whoever tries to go for that go for the record, it's really far out of reach.
Well, next week on Raw,
I could be wrong though. Yeah, that's true.
Next week on Raw, we can talk about later. There's going to be a 4-way match to determine who goes up against Gunther. Yeah. Yep.
And I heard The Miz is in that match. He's one of them. He hasn't held that Intercontinental title in about
a while,
5-6 years maybe. Because I remember the last 3 times he held that title, he was beaten by a member of the Shield: Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Those are the last 3 times Miz held the Intercontinental title, lost to the Shield. I remember that very well in an exact order. It's just I watched the matches and I thought they were great.
Yeah. And speaking of the Shield, the next match is with Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going to go Seth. I've got Seth retaining with a Damian Priest cash-in. I've been predicting that for a while. I keep thinking it's going to happen, and then Damian doesn't do it for some reason, like, oh, my knee, or Rhea takes the briefcase away. And Dragon Viper's going with Drew McIntyre. But I would love to see Drew win that title. I can't see Seth losing it right now. I keep thinking if Seth retains because of his real life back issues, Damian Priest cashing in on Seth, but then again, he could cash in on either one. It doesn't matter. That would be a way to write Seth off television. He needs to rest. He needs to rest because this back is probably killing him every time he steps in the ring for a match.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, Dragon Viper says, I have a feeling if Drew doesn't win it, Drew is gone. Yeah, I think his contract's coming up, and I don't know if he's resigned or not. I'm not sure. But if he does leave...
that kind of determines everything.
Could determine... Yes. I wonder if that was a condition that Drew had. I wonder if that was the condition Drew had. Put me in a title match. If I don't win, I'm out. And then he probably does the whole 90-day no compete thing. His contract runs out, and then who knows where he ends up next. Okay, Dragon Viper says he hasn't re-signed yet. So
yeah, he hasn't re-signed, and I think it's like a quiet. It's kind of a quiet loser leaves home kind of thing.
Kind of like that, yeah.
But it's not that, yeah.
No.
I'm going Seth Rollins. I'm hoping there's a cash in.
Me too. Because how much? I mean, I don't think Priest has that long to hold on to that briefcase. He has to hold on to it until whenever Money in the Bank happens in 2024, and I don't know the exact date or when. They haven't said anything about it.
Pay-per-view.
It could be at a pay-per-view. He has to. He's only supposed to have the contract for. Yeah, Damian Priest could do Heist of the Century. A la Seth Rollins from several years ago.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good match, though.
I mean, neither's going to give an inch either way. I mean, Rollins and McIntyre are excellent in the ring.
They are.
Dragon Viper going Heist of the Century and Roman.
No.
Dragon Viper, I'm looking at that from the perspective of Seth's back is legitimately hurting. And I feel like a Priest cash-in would be a really good way to write Seth off TV so he can rest and rehab and come back better than ever, because back injuries they can be brutal depending on the severity. And he's been dealing with this for the last 4 or so years, I think. 4 or 5 years. Yeah. There was I think a WWE 365 episode of him. He showed him going into a rehab facility in Iowa and said he had stress fractures in 2 of his vertebrae. So he said, basically, my back is broken. And I don't know if he's really been able to get over that yet.
But wasn't that
that's why Drew went 2019 before WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I remember them doing
his Universal title match against Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember they did one in
episode from beginning to end.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
Next, you have Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. Oh, Zoe Stark and
Raquel
Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez,
a fatal 5-way match in a women's world championship match.
Yeah. My head's saying Rhea, my heart's saying Raquel. I mean, I would love for Raquel Rodriguez to win that title.
I would too. I think that'd be cool.
Dragon Viper, really?
Nia Jax all the way.
Nia Jax, come on.
I know you're in favor of her winning the championship. I know. I'm
just hoping and praying to God in this match she doesn't hurt anybody, even Rhea. Sherry did a bonsai drop on Rhea, let go of the rope, and her big butt landed on Rhea's chest, probably hurting her ribs. Ugh.
That preview for that match is going to be
so bad. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, and Nia's like, squashed her. And I'm going, no, hurt her. She ended up sore. You tried to kill this one. Still trying to squash. You're just basically, I don't know. I cannot see Nia winning this time. I'm going to break your heart, Dragon Viper. I don't see Nia winning this match. I don't.
I think Rhea's going to retain.
With Raquel, and that's it. Rhea's going to retain, but if there's someone very likely to beat her, I think it's Raquel Rodriguez.
Now they could have made it.
I think that was Vince McMahon's decision, Dragon Viper, to bring Nia back. Sort of his last move before. Yeah, I think it was Vince's last decision before the merger became official back in September.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's when I think she came back. That would make sense.
No, I think Rhea could retain and help all that out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gonna be a good match. It'd be better if it was a elimination
fatal
match.
4-way. Yeah, you could do like
a
fatal 5-way elimination or a 6-pack elimination match. 6 competitors you eliminate one at a time. Those are not bad matches. I like those.
They're pretty good. I like them.
They're really good.
This next match is probably going to be the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns versus LA Knight for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Oh man, I wish Damian Priest was cashing in a Roman. It would break the internet, but I think the cash-in's going to happen with Seth versus Drew, and I think Roman, unfortunately, is going to retain over LA Knight if Roman can. But I think LA Knight's going to put up a hell of a fight. He's good in the ring, yeah. I'm sure someone out there will be like, he's so annoying.
My heart wants LA Knight. I hate LA. This is Dragon Viper. I hate LA Knight.
It's Dragon Viper, yeah.
But I go for Knight.
Yes, I think we all are, but we know it's just too obvious. It's going to be Roman. It's basically pick your poison. Who annoys the hell out of you more, Roman or LA Knight?
But if you're following the storyline, and I hope WWE is, and they're not changing it up, and I don't think they are.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to have Roman to retain.
Right.
Or you have, if you don't want that, but you want to push LA Knight over more, not that he needs it.
No, he doesn't need it. He's so over.
Right, but you could have him win by disqualification.
You could do that, but but by winning by DQ, Roman still holds the belt.
Right, but you put LA Knight way over again. Not that he needs it.
He doesn't need it. I mean,
I don't
know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to decide. Like, if after this, what do you do with him next? Because he's already so over. Yeah, he is less annoying. he's less annoying.
Stone Cold. Just a little.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
We got what versus the
I'll drink a beer. What? I'll drink another beer.
Another beer.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's going to be a good match. I think this is going to be the main event.
It probably will.
Next, you got...
What? All right, next.
You got Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul for the United States Championship.
Oh God, this is gonna be me.
Please, Rey Mysterio win that.
Please, I want Rey to win.
Yeah.
I hate Logan Paul. To me, he's just a dumb. He's
annoying.
He's annoying. He's doing this for. He doesn't need the publicity. He doesn't need the likes. He gets that enough as it is. The social media, YouTube. He is more of a boxer, yeah. I mean, you see him in the ring with others. Like, he did the Roman one that results in you're going viral Roman with Logan with his phone and does a frog splash on him.
Well, don't forget Ricochet.
Dragon Viper's in the same boat as us. He wants Rey Mysterio to win. We're with you there. Oh, God. Yes, we know Logan Paul's an idiot.
He's annoying. He's annoying. He's not an idiot.
He's an annoying idiot is what he is. All his YouTube antics and everything, like this boxing, he and his brother both. Yeah. I almost think he's just doing the wrestling thing just for thrills and to just get more attention on him.
Yep.
I mean, exactly. Again, he's really he's into it. He's been working with people like AJ Styles with training and everything like that. And he's shown he's actually not bad at it, but let's face it, it just feels like it's just another attention grab for him.
He's a high flyer that does spots.
Yeah, he does spots. Oh. Hey, Big B will be happy. Yeah, Dragon Viper likes Rey Mysterio. I like Rey Mysterio. His moves are cool. His masks are cool. He's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's...
who else can do a WrestleMania entrance coming out in Snoop Dogg's Lowrider?
Lowrider.
And make it look... In the Lowrider, make it look damn good. It's Rey Mysterio.
Yep. I like Rey Mysterio.
He's great.
His time's almost up, I think, but...
Yeah, I think so. And then the torch is going to be passed to... I hope you're watching.
Dirty Dom.
Right? Dominic Mysterio! Dominic Mysterio! Yes. There you go.
Yes.
I had to get the Dominic thing in there.
Yep.
Oh, Gerd. Oh man. Speaking of Dominic, he's gonna have to lose that NXT North American title at some point. I mean, we'll get to Halloween Havoc later, but oh god.
Yep. Hopefully it turns out good.
Yeah, me too.
Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest in a singles match.
Yeah, we know Dominic can't wrestle. Whoa! Cody. I'm gonna go with Cody. I mean yeah, the pyro goes off behind him. No, I mean, if you heard the promo Cody cut on Damian Priest on Raw on Monday, oh man, he really let it out.
I'm sure.
He's really bound and determined to get back to WrestleMania so he can beat Roman. And if he has to go through Damian Priest, and if he has to get through Damian Priest to do it, he's going to do it.
See, the thing with the storyline, too, it's like, yeah, we know he's going to get there.
Yeah.
It's just how he's going to get there.
Poor Dragon Viper, he's so Dragon Viper so divided. He goes, yikes! I like Priest and Cody. Crap, Priest.
If that matches,
right. I mean, I'm starting to think Judgment Day in general is not just him; it's all of Judgment Day is kind of getting overexposed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I mean, they're holding. I think most of we're trying to think of the undisputed tag team champions right now at the moment. Is it? It's Priest and Balor. It's Priest and Balor. Yeah, they're holding the belts on that one. Rhea's the women's champion. Dominic is the NXT North American Championship. Priest has the briefcase. It's like, ugh. I think they're just getting so exposed. They're just, it's just too much on TV. I mean, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, they're everywhere.
But the thing is, too, though, and I'm thinking about this now, each side is going to have one person on ringside.
Yeah.
Because Dominic's not going to defend a title.
No, we'll get to that.
Jey Uso, where's it, Jimmy? I can't remember. I think it's Jay.
Yeah, Jay's going after.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of a tag.
Yeah, I think they got the right. Well, yeah, Jay was teamed up with Cody at one point.
And maybe he'll be by his side. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I can see Dominic ringside with Rhea. She goes against Nia Jax and Zoe Stark and Raquel Rodriguez and Shayna Baszler in her match. I can see because you can't have it's like the song says, you can't have one without the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't have Rhea without Dominic there.
No,
so I'm sure he's going to be overexposed. Dragon Viper, overexposed equals Roman Reigns. Yeah, I think I'm getting more annoyed. I'm getting more annoyed with Judgment Day because they're on much more frequently than Roman. It's like SmackDown has to literally announce it on TV as the show's going on that he's going to be like Roman Reigns returns next week on SmackDown.
Well, I'll take that over Judgment Day, though.
True, it's true.
And Roman Reigns is bringing in the money.
He is bringing in money, merch sales, ticket sales, TV viewership, that sort of thing.
Not to quote Shane McMahon, kind of, with the money.
Yeah, that's true.
For the first time in I don't know how long, John Cena is going to have a singles match. But this time it's going to be against Solo Sikoa.
Ooh.
I don't know if I like that matchup.
I don't know either. Judgment Day is better. Yeah, I mean, they're better, but no. Cena versus Sikoa. Oh my God.
I think Solo's going to take it.
Probably.
I want Cena.
But Cena's on a losing streak in pay-per-views, though.
Yeah, and I think that's why he set the matchup up.
Right. To kind of see if he can snap that pay-per-view losing streak.
Yeah, and I think they're on strike still, aren't they?
Yeah, the Screen Actors Guild is still on strike, so Cena needs something to do to preoccupy his time right now because he has he can't do any acting work right now at the moment. I mean, The Rock can't either, but The Rock has other things going on besides acting work. I mean, you get the XFL announcing its interest in wanting to merge with the USFL, but nothing is coming of that right now, at least based on what I've read and everything.
I don't think it'll happen until another 2 years, but that's
probably not. Yeah, that's another time. Yeah, Dragon Viper going for Cena, even though there's not much of a build up. Yeah, I mean, I would go with Cena myself. The lack of build up is what's kind of made me not feel so excited for this match.
But I don't know if you need a build up for Cena. I think people will just tune in.
They probably will,
like Roman.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd like to see a little bit of a story in there, like what's Cena's beef with Sikoa? Is it because he's part of the bloodline? Is it because he's Roman's cousin? What's the deal? Why do you want to kick his butt so bad?
I think you would have to go with the verbal history of Cena fought Roman Reigns years ago many times, and then a couple years ago. And,
Yep.
You know, kind of going down that road. Yep. I don't know. But I think Solo's going to win it just to keep the bloodline strong.
Yeah. I mean, I almost think Jimmy Uso's probably going to jump in there and interfere. Maybe. I mean, if it looks like Cena's going to hit Solo with it, they could. You mean Jimmy and Jay?
Mm-hmm.
No, because Jay's on Raw. Jay's trying to build up his main event thing. Main event Jey Uso character. Yeah, the Dragon Vipers with me on this. Need the storyline. Yeah.
Cena's a free agent.
Yeah, see, he can go between Raw and SmackDown. He could even go to NXT if he wanted to.
Right, so you could have both brothers interfere, but on either side.
Right.
And then what they're showing to be the last match, but we know the card can change and the order can change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Io Sky and Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship.
Yep.
And I'm going Bianca.
We know I'm probably going to go with Bianca because she'll probably want revenge on Io cashing in on her and winning the belt.
Maybe it'd be a false count.
How I see it happen. I mean, yeah, should be.
I doubt it. They ended that. They had the Raw
they did.
Final. Last year was a false count.
Yeah, I think it was
with Bayley.
With Bayley, that's all. Because I remember it's like Bianca or like a last woman standing where was it Bianca pushed the ladder. Bayley was in the corner. Bianca pushed the ladder into Bayley, so Bayley couldn't. Yeah, because Bayley couldn't get out, and it resulted Bayley lost the match because the ladder was pushed so far into her she couldn't get out. She couldn't stand up. Yeah, Randy's Dragon Viper's going. Io Sky can't stand Bianca. Another Charlotte. The difference between Bianca and Charlotte is Bianca is just a freak athlete. I mean, this woman does things that I think she is better than what Charlotte can do, even though Charlotte is naturally athletic as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca's just athletically at a higher level.
Yeah.
If you watch enough of her matches, her strength is, I mean, she can lift, when she does a KOD, it's like she can lift someone with such ease. I don't know how much that woman bench presses in the gym, but oh my God. She can really, she could lift even the heaviest person and just flatten them easily, just drop them with ease. She's just that good and that athletic.
Right.
I'm not saying she's Superwoman or anything like that, but she's just, holy crap. Her versus Jade Cargill. Oh my God. Ooh, that would be an epic match. I think should be reserved for WrestleMania if it ever comes to that with no title on the line. Because I've seen enough of Jade's matches. She is a very athletic woman. Very athletic.
So let's see.
It's the ego? Okay.
So it's November.
Going to be November 1st.
You got 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
You could build up
December, January, February, March. Yeah, but almost 5.5 months, I think. 5.5, 6 months.
You could build up the Cargill match, kind of.
You could if you wanted to. I mean, it'd be kind of. I don't think. I mean, she's kind of going around from Raw to SmackDown to, like, night one of Halloween Havoc, for example, in NXT. They had her come out for the Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria match and sit on a throne. So she's watching everything. She's observing everything. 5 months. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. Sorry. Kind of late at night. I can't really do math. But yeah, it's 5 months.
It's fine.
It's but yeah, like I said, Jade's just going around, and I think she's watching, observing, scouting everybody out, seeing who she sees herself going up against and whatever.
She's gonna be the next contender for something.
Yeah, I don't know
whatever title.
If it's a title or bragging. I mean, heck, if she doesn't win a title in this 5-month time span, I mean, put Jade in Money in the Bank.
Right.
Never compete at least for the briefcase.
True.
5-time.
All right, Booker T.
Ducky, quack, quack.
I'm glad I don't have that as a sound effect here.
No, I know someone who does, but yeah. Oh my Lord.
So, yeah, that's a cool
crown jewel. So night 2, Halloween Havoc on NXT. Ooh.
The Creed brothers kicked things off. Looked right.
They did. And I think I said it earlier, Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, yeah. And if this was the Creed brothers' last match on NXT, hey, they ended their time there on a high note. They won.
There you go. Yeah.
Dragon Viper, I think he liked the Booker T reference.
And it was a tables, ladders, and scares match.
Ooh. It was.
Spin the wheel, make a deal.
Yeah, I think they had like a double. I think they had what am I thinking? Another spin the wheel, make the deal. That was last week with the Kiana James versus Roxanne Perez in a Devil's Playground match, which I'm like, that's a Devil's Playground? Where'd you get the swing set from? Home Depot?
I think I know. I think I know.
Where'd they get it from? Uh-oh.
I can't think of her name. Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. They brought all that playground equipment she used for Alexa's playground.
Maybe. I don't know.
God. Probably just... I don't know. I mean, you see some of the costumes. I mean, this is for both nights of NXT. So a lot of these people, like Fallon Henley, was dressed up as Tiffany Stratton. And the funny thing, Dragon Viper. No. They got the IKEA.
Was it hard to put together?
That was free publicity for IKEA right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to find playground equipment like they use in NXT Halloween Havoc, go to IKEA. You find it for a really good deal here. But no, you had some of the wrestlers like night 1. Like I said, you had Fallon Henley dressed up, looked like Tiffany Stratton. Like a friend of mine told me, you would almost think Tiffany had a long lost sister. And Roxanne Perez dressed up as Freddy Krueger. Trying to think of other costumes. I know Shotzi and Scarlett were donning different costumes, like they'd done the weird twin thing that they did. Carmelo, and he turns around and looks like he's about to freak out.
Yeah.
They were all wearing different, like Shotzi was doing Pinhead from Hellraiser. It was hilarious. And then tonight they had Noam Dar and I think whatever his little group is called, dress up like the characters from Scooby-Doo.
Who is he? I have to find that picture.
I left a joke on someone's Twitch stream. It said they probably asked him, would you do it for a Scooby snack? Would you do this because they're looking for the Heritage Cup and Akira Tozawa had stolen it from them, so they decided to do a kind of a Scooby-Doo type thing with that tonight. That was hilarious.
And is that why Alpha Academy's babysitting?
Probably. I'll be right back.
Okay. Next one, I guess, match was Dirty Dominic versus Nathan Frazier for the NXT North American Championship. I'm sure Dominic still has the title. I haven't seen. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
And he got brought out of the entrance by Rhea Ripley in handcuffs.
Oh, I did see something. And he had like a chalkboard.
She was dressed as a cop, and he was her prisoner. And he had handcuffs.
Okay.
And Dragon Viper's got the boo. Galen McClurg, where are you?
No.
We're talking about Dominic Mysterio. He's still the North American champion, and then Wesley came out. He's been gone for like over a month and a half or something like six or so weeks. So he's back, and I'm almost thinking, yeah, he kind of attacked Dominic after Dominic retained against Nathan Frazier.
He wasn't the bailiff?
No, he wasn't the bailiff. I don't know. Oh, God, that's... No, he wasn't the bailiff, but no, Wesley looked ready to I'm going to beat your ass, Dominic. There you go. That was hilarious, though.
Next one, we got Braun Breaker and Mr. Stone.
Oh, God. I don't think I saw that one.
Well, Braun Breaker won.
Okay, Braun Breaker won. Well, obviously, Robert Stone isn't going to put up much of a fight. I mean, Braun Breaker's a huge dude. If he spears you, you pretty much he's going to break you in half.
And Mr. Stone, I guess, was part of Impact, now renamed to TNA.
Yeah, it's been renamed TNA.
Which I'm glad.
Yeah. And then they had an appearance by Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, and it's kind of their costumes were kind of crazy. At one point, you had Alba Fire dressed as Poison Ivy, and you had Isla Dawn dressed up as Harley Quinn. How ironic! I have cards here. I was like, whoa, hello.
Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defeated Thea
Hale and JC Jane for those. Yeah, I was, after Andre Chase and Duke Hudson won the tag titles last week, I kind of thought, it would be kind of cool for see Chase U get some more gold. But I'm thinking Thea at 20, I don't think she's ready to be a champion yet. And JC Jane's been a 2-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champion before. So I'm almost thinking JC's going to be either Thea's going to turn heel, JC's going to turn on Chase U. Something's going to happen because I don't see JC sticking around with the Chase U guys much longer. She's just like the bad girl mixed in with the good people.
Right. I don't either.
Yeah.
Next one will be Lola Vice and
Kalani Jordan.
Kalina Jordan.
I think it's pronounced Kalani. I think. I mean, I might be butchering her first name with a pronunciation myself. So, but this was the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament final. Congrats to both of them for making it, but Lola Vice wins the tournament and gets a championship opportunity. I think that means she can challenge for. The only person she can challenge is Lyra Valkyria for that NXT Women's title if that's what she wants. Kind of like
the winner.
I think it's kind of like. Yeah.
Yeah, you can cash in the NXT Women's Championship at any
anytime.
So it's like a Money in the Bank.
It's kind of like Money in the Bank. Yeah. Dragon Viper's like, no clue what her name is either. Yeah, Chris and I are kind of butchered the pronunciation of her first name, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, she gets an opportunity. She will kind of see if she'll cash in on Lyra Valkyria. I think NXT's next big event is called Deadline.
Yeah, it's the second year they've done it, and they're gonna have the what was it called? The Survivor Elimination Survivor, whatever it's called, I can't remember.
Something like that.
That thing.
Yeah,
or
so I think
you can cash in on that too.
She could. I mean, it's her choice who she wants to cash, if she wants to cash in on Lyra Valkyria. But let's see.
Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, we know, and Dragunov retained. I mean, he just won it, so there's no point in taking it off him right now. But I think the ending has just left a lot of questions. With
What was the ending?
The ending, I think, involved Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Yeah, it was Trick Williams. And then the camera cut from them, and it looks like Dragunov, looks like he's getting attacked by some bald guy in the back. I don't know who it is. Yeah, it's just like a brief, like 37-second video I'm watching on X right about now because I didn't know what happened. I kind of suspected Dragunov was going to retain that title, and I was right, he did. But it looks like Trick Williams comes out, he grabs Carmelo Hayes, and I don't know if he's going to slug Hayes or hug him. And then it cuts to the backstage area. The camera guy goes rushing off, and there's Dragunov getting attacked by, I don't know who the heck that is. All I know is he's a bald-headed guy. All right, have a good night, Dragon Viper.
Have a good night, Dragon Viper.
Yep.
So it's the Iron Survivor qualifications.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I got the video right here. Oh, it's Baron Corbin. Corbin attacked Dragunov backstage. It's Corbin.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of he's pretty much sticking his nose in. I mean, I don't want to see Corbin against Dragunov. I don't even like the idea of that match even happening because I find that, in my apologies to mess around, is basically Corbin to me. He's just a big guy. It isn't that great in the ring. I want his promos to be boring. He hasn't been interesting in a really long time. I don't know. Right. I mean, yeah, when they did NXT No Mercy, he did have the really cool entrance that was inspired by the DC Comics character Ghost Rider. Him coming out with a mask on, on a motorcycle. Yeah, I mean, that was cool. I mean, if you understood the Ghost Rider reference, of course. But Corbin, as far as I'm concerned, I know Shawn Michaels is probably going to book that for whatever. Now he's probably planning that to be Dragunov's next feud with Corbin. I just don't like the idea, to be completely honest, because I mean, is Corbin even ready for anything like this? Excuse me.
I don't know. We're not there, but
yeah, we're not there yet. And Dragunov is a hell of a competitor in the ring. I mean, he's NXT champion for a reason. He was NXT UK champion for a reason. He beat Gunther for that NXT UK title, and they had an unbelievable, almost instant classic of a match. It was that good.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as tonight is Halloween, who is the scariest WWE wrestler that you've seen?
Probably I'm thinking Kane is pretty scary. Undertaker,
Yeah.
I think, like way back, not when he not back when he was the American Badass. That was him being like freaking cool.
Cool.
But
yeah.
he was cool. I mean, him on the motorcycle with the bandana on, coming out to Kid Rock, that's like amazing. But I mean, like back long before he ever took on that American Badass persona, and he was wearing like the cloak and everything, coming up with Paul Bearer and the dead man. Exactly. To me, he was scary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of others, but Boogeyman was another one. Yeah, he was pretty scary. And to me, Kane was scary because when he would go up like this and then drop his hands, and you see fire coming out of the four corners of the ring. I'm like, whoa! I don't want to be in the ring with you, pal. No.
He also had
scary for me.
He also had that storyline where I don't know, he was acting mean, and they had to shackle him up.
Yeah.
Send him to house arrest and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
I
just remember when he was part of Team Hell No, he did the entrance thing with Brian Danielson covering his ears. Yes! No, it's like Kane's doing this, and Brian Danielson's got his hands over his ears. This thing's about to blow, and I don't want to hear it.
Right.
He's about to explode. He's like, I value my eardrums.
I would have to say one that freaked me out was The Fiend.
Oh, that was a scary one too. I thought, yeah, Bray Wyatt as the Fiend. As soon as I saw the mask, I'm like, ugh! I was like, wait a minute. So
especially when his entrance had.
Yeah.
The entrance had the lantern with his supposed head.
Supposed head of the old Bray, from back from the Wyatt family days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Alexa Bliss it was also kind of freaky. It was kind of scary as a scary character, especially she's doing this. And blows fire in Randy Orton's face. Yeah, or she blew a fireball in Randy Orton's face one time. I mean, oh my God.
Valhalla can kind of freak me out too from the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Kind of had that
get a little scary
appearance.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all dressed like Vikings with face paint, and they got Sarah Logan as Valhalla. That sort of thing.
They need to bring her back to her character.
Her original Sarah Logan character, yeah. This Valhalla thing's not working for her. I mean, it just isn't. I mean, I'm not really connecting with it. I mean, I thought she was great with her, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. Now Ruby Soho were the Riott Squad. So that just seemed like they're three very different personalities, but they just mesh really. They just click really well together, and they're still super close today. They have the date they were formed tattooed on some part of them. And even though, Ruby's in AEW and, she supposedly still stays in contact with Liv and with Sarah. Because she's talked fondly of both of them before in recent interviews.
There's not a report, but a picture coming out that Drew McIntyre dressed up as one of the girls from the Shining. Yes.
I didn't find that. I didn't see that. I know he had a tweet out going, "No more broken dreams." I think that's in relation to Crown Jewel.
So let's see if I can. Here we go. I think I got it.
Uh-oh.
Let me pull it up. It's kind of funny.
Oh, okay.
I think it's him and his wife.
Him and his wife. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, I think I see. Yeah, the Scottish cowboy and his smoking ace. Is this the one? No, that's not it. That's from the People's Choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what it is. I was trying to look. Let's see if I can.
There it is.
Oh, okay. I don't see it yet.
It's coming up, I think.
I'm scared.
Should be. Oh. Yeah, it should be coming. Here, it's showing up in here in a second.
Okay.
reason it's
So it'd be slow.
um,
Oh, you're good. Whoa. Oh, god damn, that is cool. It's cool.
yeah, it
They
says
even found it
Drew
online with the
McIntyre dresses
side-by-side.
up as a little girl
Yeah.
from The Shining. Yeah.
It's called. They were known as the Grady twins. They were known as the Grady twins. That's who
Okay.
he and his wife dressed up as the Grady twins. I mean, jeez, I can't believe he agreed to it. But God, I gotta applaud him for doing it. I really gotta applaud him for doing that.
At first, he's probably
especially
like,
if it's just for fun. Just it's like she's probably like, it's Halloween, honey. You want to dress up? And he's like, yeah. That's what. And she probably showed him the picture, and he's probably going, okay, I can do that.
No,
I could do that.
I'm sure he had backlash. No, I don't want to do that.
Imagine they post a picture online of him in a dress with a pink ribbon on it, and probably thinking, I don't know if it's a good idea, but
maybe that was
it's hilarious. You can have fun. I mean, what stipulation? What, he loses a crown jewel and he has to wear the dress on Raw? Oh my god!
There you go.
No.
That will come to bite him in the...
We're not. Yeah, it's gonna bite him. Well, he already wears a kilt, so.
Well, I know, but
he wears a kilt.
Like on Raw, they'll probably somebody will say, "Well, somebody dressed up as, for Halloween."
One of the twins from The Shining, and then they show the picture, and he's probably just like smiling, shaking his head, like, yeah, I did that.
Blackmail, kind of. Yeah.
Blackmail. Oh
god. Oh my god. So as we close for the night, any final thoughts?
Just know Crown Jewel's coming up on Saturday, and it's definitely gonna be interesting, that's for sure. We'll see how everything goes on that. It will be, definitely.
Crown Jewel this Saturday afternoon, morning for some.
Yep.
Potential game winning in the World Series tomorrow. Texas is up.
Rangers.
Right. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with the events going on this week. So
yeah.
But we'll be here to cover it on Saturday. We're on deck.
Yep.
Morning tailgate on Sunday. And we'll have a bunch of great shows. Some shows coming back, so tune in for that. Thank you, everybody, for watching, tuning in. Thank you, Dragon Viper, for
all the funny comments.
Hopping on, leaving comments, and yeah. And we'll see what happens this week for Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. So with that, I'm Crispy Bacon.
For that will be happening.
Christy Wilson for.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for hopping on, and we'll see you guys next week.
Have a nice